If you look a certain way, it's like these men act like they are just like, it's always this certain look of female that they'll actually date and wife, because I guess they attribute it to like, oh, nice girl next door looking, like she won't possibly do this or that, she looks good on paper, I can bring her around family, this and a third, and she has the look, she has a very safe look. And myself and my best friend always talk about the fact that we feel as though, because we are tatted and have more of like because we don't have that girl next door look, men consistently try to fun girl us. These college educated men, it's always them. Like when it comes to like they always assume that we only like hood guys, that they assume that they know our type, and they don't even give us a chance. Because me personally, I like college educated men. I went to college and that's just what I like. I like nerds. I like with fine nerds. I like squares.
Fine nerd, bro.
What is a fine nerd? Fine nerds.
Y'all gotta come on, stop, bro. Come on, stop.
Dude,
what are we doing right now?
Is she recording like next to an airplane
What
hangar?
I don't
hold on,
get that.
listen to this.
These men always.
I know,
That's crazy.
But also, you literally said what you wanted, but
Nigga said your age gaming. That is a fine nerd.
then put literally an adjective next to it to make sure it's known that you still have to look a certain type of way for you to date that person, while then judging somebody else for what they want to look for in a person. Like, what the fuck are we doing right now, bro?
I like nerds. I like fine nerds.
So even a person that you want to date has to look a certain type of way, but as soon as the people that you want to date have
Nigga said annoying is a fine nerd. Which definition of fine are you using, gang? No comment on my dog, obviously. I'm just saying. Fine?
requirements that they want to date out of a woman, it's ridiculous. Also, like, nigga, you getting tattoos
Bro, y'all out of pocket as fuck, bro.
and tatted up and not knowing the social norms or the social constructs behind having tattoos all over your body is dumb, bro. Stop fucking doing it. I don't know why people make mistakes or they make decisions in their lives and they just don't want to live with the repercussions behind doing it, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. When you have standards as a guy, you gotta like start justifying that shit to people. And just regulars, you could be like, I want her to be caring and loving. They'd be like, whoa. But females can get on the internet all the time talking about some 100K this height that, all these like artificial ass.
Artificial.
And we just have to live with it. Yo, bro.
And literally she just sat there and said,
because we don't have that girl next door look.
okay, so you're telling me they don't give a fuck about your height, how much you make. They don't give a none. Just shit that you put on. That right there is too much of a threshold for you to cross.
Like shit you can control.
Shit you can control. Men gotta have a big dick size, they gotta be tall, and they gotta earn a certain amount of money.
They gotta be able to be tough enough to be in the streets, but smart enough to go in a bank and get a loan. Yeah, and can't nobody disrespect you. You feel me? They gotta be able to handle their own and do their shit, but also be able to go in a bank and get a loan and do business transactions.
To them to be like a top 15 to 10% earner. All you have to do is wear specific type of clothing to make yourself as presentable as possible. Now all of a sudden that's too much of an ask. But I promise you, there's no fucking regular schmegular ass man who can approach her any old type of way, however he wants to dress. She's not going to sit there and just accept that.
Assume that my type is like, oh, I see she's tatted, she like hood niggas. That's like, and I'm just like, why do y'all keep doing that? And then not only keep doing that, but then you keep trying to put us in this fun girl category. And the fun girl is this category where it's like, I enjoy having fun with you, but I would never wife you. You don't have the look of somebody that I would consider a wife.
A lot of times the fun girl category isn't necessarily a look, it's more so how you carry yourself. So certain IG models can't be wives because just the way you carry yourself, I don't want that image attached to me. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing a lot of women don't get is when a nigga wifes you, the image you come with is attached to him. You feel me? The same way you don't want to fuck with no bum ass, dirty, musty ass nigga. I don't want to fuck with no for everybody in the club every weekend. Done been flown out by 4 rappers. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to deal with that. You know what I mean? Only personally because I don't want nobody to look back and be like, yeah, I had that shit. That shit was so fire. Yeah, I'm insecure. Yeah. I don't want nobody to look back and be like, she still do that little shit with her tongue? I'm a vomit. Like, what? Come on, bro.
And it's like, what does a wife look like? Because just because somebody looks like your girl next door does not mean she's a good person. It's not mean that she's automatically educated. Me personally, in a nice way, I make a lot more than a lot of the girls that they consider like, oh, like 6.
They can't brag about my job to mom because it's not conventional, doesn't fit the image. You can be a successful tattoo artist, MUA, bartender, etc. They can't brag on those to mama. I can tell my mom my girl's a bartender. I can tell my mom she's a tattoo artist. I don't know what MUA is, but things I can't tell my mama, the bitch does OnlyFans. She's a stripper. She sells pussy. Those 3 things I can't bring to my mother. Not my God-fearing mother. Because I have a mother who got it out the mud working hard jobs, like being a nurse and working retail and shit. So I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't give a fuck how, like, you know what I mean? OnlyFans, stripping. If you strip, and granted, I'm not judging everybody who strip because people strip for their own reasons. Now, if you're willing to get out of stripping and maybe go start a business with the money that you've saved or go to school, then cool.
Successful and stable and have like this great image, but I don't work a job that is like conventional to where it's like, oh well, I can brag about what kind of job she has. So they just always want to fun girl, and I'm tired of people assuming.
What do you think she is?
Her job?
Yeah. She says not conventional.
Oh, I don't want to assume.
I think she's a stripper.
What? But the example she gave over there was like bartender. Did you read that?
Yeah, bartender and stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said stripper, though.
If
she's a bartender, she would just say I'm a bartender.
I don't like to assume based off, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I hate when people do that to me. I say, though, why are you trying to attract people that aren't into you?
That's
like, if you know people are fun girling you, just move on, bro. Facts. I know the box a lot of women put me in. Facts. And if I'm not interested in being put in their box...
Does Japan have strip clubs? No, they just have brothels where you could go in there and pay to fuck a bitch.
Moving on. In fact, they're actually doing me...
Actually, Japan might have strip clubs. Probably.
A favor, because if...
They definitely do have... Are they strip clubs?
Maybe I checked off some of their pointless criteria and I wasted 8 months getting to know them and shit just to find out shit wasn't gonna work out. I would feel like I wasted my time. But they make it easy for me to move on because like, oh, well, you're not into me for that. Well, that's a pretty dumb fucking reason. It also tells me a little bit about you. Boom, on to the next one. They're telling you they don't want you. You don't have to fit everybody's criteria.
You don't,
bro, move on. There's gonna be somebody that accepts you for who you believe you are, regardless of how many tattoos you have or whatever makeup you put on, whatever fuck you want to dress like, whatever job you have or income you make. Then let those people accept you. Bro, it's so much easier to be accepted by those who are willing to accept you than to try and get everybody to accept you, bro. That is not a winning game. You're not gonna win that game. Not everyone's gonna fuck with you the way you want to be fucked with. And I know that because people put me in a box just based off looking at me. In fact, everybody does that to everybody. So it's just a matter of whether or not you're okay with your box. Like if you were okay with being a fun girl, you would not be on TikTok complaining about the box people put you in. But because now you want to be taken seriously, you don't like the box. Life is just a sequence of breaking out of your boxes. You could be a rapper, everybody knows you as a rapper. Now you want to be a comedian, you got to break out the box. So your image is going to tell people a story. Whether or not it should is a completely separate conversation. You know that. I know plenty of people that get tattoos just for the appeal. They know the type of woman it's going to attract and they know it's going to result to most likely more sex appeal. It is what it is. Most people know that the changes you make to your image are gonna attract different types of people. I know that the better shape I get in, I'm gonna be hit up by more people.
But that's the problem.
But that's gonna be artificial though.
That's what I'm.
So the women that hit me up 2 years ago, you know that's more authentic. The women that hit me up before I had any success, you know that's more authentic because they didn't wait till I checked the box of, well, now he has abs, or well, now he has this in my
cough TK. I told y'all while I'm in the gym.
Of money. Oh well. So it's
Exactly.
like, you know the reasons why people attract. Like, why are we acting
I'm gonna
surprised?
say, that's what I'm saying. Like, again, like, yeah, if you are secure enough to who you are, it really shouldn't matter that there's people who are pushing you aside. You actually should be happy because that means that those people are really not going to enjoy you for who you are anyway. So that should be not a problem. But to act as if like we don't live in a society where that already exists
all the time,
it already exists. Not only do we know it exists, but you also identify it as well because you were willing to put a standard on the type of man that you wanted to do. You wanted to be with because they have to look a certain type of way.
Also,
Where's the 60-hour timer? So it's not 60 hours straight. It's consecutive days of 12-hour streams. 60 hours, dog.
So it didn't.
so is it not possible that potentially the reason they see you as a fun girl is because you don't have the
Why is it so hard for females to understand this? Because they've never been treated like men.
traits of a wife?
That could also be the case as well. But if you're just going off.
If you've constantly been born with a certain type of privilege, when niggas try to explain not having that privilege to you, it's gonna be weird.
For looks, let's say you're going off for looks.
Probably is.
Again, like I know. but again, let's say you're going off for looks, bro. The educated man isn't going to walk around in a hood with all the other aesthetics that come around with being a hood man, like y'all are classifying. So even from that perspective, you can identify who may be educated or not.
TK, I know you see my chat. I need motion. You want me to give you money to get motion? Giving you money not gonna give you motion. You still gonna be a lame.
Just off of their looks. Of course, you're not going to be 100% accurate, but you can make that decision based off of that as well. So you sitting here not identifying or understanding that is so odd to me, and also like I just don't understand women's like objective of ignoring what the men that they want, what do they desire. You completely ignoring that is odd because from a man's perspective, but when I go out and I'm trying to attract a woman, or when I was doing that, I had to be aware of where I stood based off of what I could provide. And if I wanted a certain type of woman, I could either A, approve myself or adjust what I could provide to attract those type of women, or B, accept the fact that it would be extraordinarily difficult for me to achieve those people based off of who I am and what I'm able to provide.
That's why I be telling motherfuckers all the time. I only approach women that I know I can maintain. Come on, gang. Why would I shoot my shot with that IG model who be posting trips to Dubai, Turks and Caicos, and Cabo? Like, nigga, I'm not taking her none of them places.
God, it's a damn good ass point, man. It's a really good point, man.
Personally, I want a family and commitment and a relationship and all of those things. I want to get married. And I'm tired of people assuming that because of my look that I'm a fun girl. I know how to have fun, but don't stop fun girling me.
A nigga like me, man, I love the game.
So she is a
I
stripper.
love the hustle.
Is that her?
And I just can't get enough.
Bro, she's a fucking stripper, bro. Cut this shit off, bro. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Shut up,
That's
bro.
wild as fuck.
Shut the fuck up.
Can I keep playing it?
Shut up.
I need to know how much fun she really
No,
has.
that's what I'm saying. Like, they don't fun girl you because of your look. It's because you fucking work at a strip club, bro.
She's just having fun. She's having fun.
Bro, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing?
She's just having
What
fun.
are we doing?
She's
What-
having fun,
what
man.
are we doing?
Don't fun girl
What
her.
are we
Why do y'all keep doing that?
Oh, Lo, she's ready
what
to
are
settle
we
down.
doing?
You know how everybody wants a stripper.
What are we fucking doing, bro? What are we fucking doing? The imagery that you put off is that. So even if I met you and gave you a chance and I went through your IG and that's what you were posting, of course I'm not taking you fucking serious.
Who the fuck takes strip? Like, I'm not trying to be rude.
Seriously,
but
no,
who's
nobody
doing
does.
that.
Nobody does.
Bro, there's literally a song about this shit, bro. That nigga's clown fell in love with a stripper. She ran and she wrote. Like, that's a troll, bro. You think niggas want to wife a stripper, bro?
If you want a fucking family, if you want to settle down, if you want to be a part of something bigger than the money that you were just sitting there talking about, but you can't brag about it because you know, like you openly
How the
admit
fuck
it.
did you know?
Bro, I'm just. She said if you were
be
a
honest, you
stripper,
watched
it
the
was
shit?
a stripper. No, it was a stripper.
You guessed stripper
or OnlyFans. It was only the only two. It was the only two, bro.
I'm
So
not gonna lie.
come
I was
on.
thinking bottle girl, but I didn't want to jump to an assumption.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Video last week in response to another creator about my experiences with the assumptions of educated black men in dating, and black women have been attacking me and down my throat. So let's talk about it. Let me preface this by saying I'm actually surprised.
I am not staying up 60 hours. I am streaming for 60 hours within the next 5 days.
That people's commitment to misunderstand and purposely misinterpret the whole entire point of my video. Literally single-handedly proved my entire point by taking my look and assuming that I'm ghetto or shallow or lack emotional intelligence or.
Oh no, we didn't say none of that.
We didn't say that.
Who said any of that?
We ain't saying
I
none of
just
that.
assumed that you were a stripper.
Nigga, Thanksgiving?
Based off of what you said, that you make a lot of money. You bragged about how much you're trying to insinuate that you make a lot of money, but you can't talk about it or you can't brag about it. That's actually, I didn't even say brag. You said,
But I don't work a job that is like conventional to where it's like, oh, well, I can brag about what kind of job she has.
because of the job that you have. That's what you said. First of all, the idea of bragging about how much money you make is just so fucking
Cringe.
That also in and of itself is shallow. You even identifying how much money you making and then immediately associating with bragging, that's cringe as fuck. That's cringe. That's just cringe. So you try to figure out why everybody's shallow, because you sat there and said that he has to be fine, and you talked about how much money you make, and you can't even say it because you can't brag about it because of what it is. That's why niggas are saying that.
And
you're just not what those men are looking for.
I can't believe she's a stripper saying this.
That's
Lo.
that's what I'm
so
saying.
crazy.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Like, live your life.
What the fuck are we talking? Where are we at right now, bro? Why do you think that everybody is supposed to adjust their standards and what they're attracted to because you think you deserve it? Now, that's basically what you're saying. You think you just fucking deserve it. You don't have to do
You're
nothing.
on fire. You're on fire.
You don't have to do nothing at all.
You're on fire.
You don't have to do nothing at all. They're just supposed to love you for who you are. No, get the fuck out of here, bro. They can have standards. They can believe who they want to participate in.
People talking about, oh, you're begging or you're complaining. It never gave begging. It never gave complaining. If anything, it gave, I'm not changing my aesthetic in order to please men, and it really pissed y'all off.
No.
She was literally like complaining. Why do men do this?
It did not. Oh my God. The lack of self-awareness is jarring.
That's a bad take.
Why do y'all keep doing that? And then not only keep doing that, but then you keep trying to put us in this fun girl category. And I'm tired of people assuming that because of my look that I'm a fun girl.
You were literally complaining. You literally said just because you look some type of way doesn't mean that you're a good person. You were complaining.
Also, don't change your aesthetic. That's fine. But
That's fine.
But that's gonna be the consequences. People probably gonna see you as a fun person. Now, once they get to know you, if you have a great personality, that should change things.
But still,
Off the look,
off the look, and then I go on your IG and see what you do as an occupation, bro. I'm then just gonna find somebody else in the world, because you're not fucking special. Somebody else in the world who also has a great personality, who provides very similar, if not the same traits as you, who is not a stripper, and who doesn't wear a gang of makeup on with the nails or whatever other natural aesthetic that I may want. That's all I would do.
that's crazy as hell.
That's all I would do. The same way that if a man that you wanted to date, if he didn't look a certain type of way, if he was too short, too big, certain skin complexion, what you didn't deem as fine, as you literally said in the original post,
I like nerds. I like fine nerds.
you would then just go proceed to find some other man who fits the same good qualities as the unfine man would have, and just find them in a better looking version. What the fuck are we talking about, bro?
Honest, a lot of you all are also mad because you have changed your whole aesthetic to appease men, which men will never change their whole aesthetic to be like, oh, I need to appeal to a certain type of girl. They'll never do that.
The funniest thing in the world is that's literally what men do. Men get bigger in the gym. They get better jobs. they improve themselves to appeal to the women they want. Like, what the fuck is she saying, bro? Like, that's literally like, and I'm not saying that's all the motivation, but niggas, when they realize they can't bag a certain type of girl, improve so they can bag a certain type of girl, bro. This shit is hilarious, bro.
A lot of y'all have changed your whole aesthetics with these men.
Why is she saying
I
that?
can't,
Yes,
bro.
they do.
Cut the fucking
all the time.
Cut it off, bro.
All the time.
Cut the fucking shit.
I know guys who literally got permanent tattoos are permanent. It's life right there, and they got it just for the appeal, man. They can give less a fuck what they drew on their body.
Bro, it is, as a man, I know several men who buy cars, who buy jewelry,
Okay.
who dress a certain type of way, who lose weight, put on muscle, take photos in certain angles on their cars just to appeal to women. What? You're not a man, so you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Men do that every single fucking day. You don't know that. Babe, let us know y'all thoughts in the comment section below about imagery and how people should be
Perfect example is Bandman Kevo. That nigga really got a reverse BBL.